life. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm pretty much content with just rhyming all day.
Or digital can instantly share pictures.
I can start. Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show. Later, you know what it is. Hey, ham solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's time how we do. Hey. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you man. I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you in red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you Red Fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a Matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blizzard. Cause you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go.
Yo, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's happening? Good to see everybody. Happy to see y'all this morning. Man, really, yesterday came up and snuck up behind us, didn't it? It did. I thought there was just going to be nothing to happen as of yesterday, but of course, news will news. News will news, right? Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Let's go ahead and just say screw it and just get started. Let's get to kicking, right? This, like, bro, didn't he just get started? Didn't he just get started? So shout out to Okami. Okami13 on Twitter. He posts right here, breaking, Herman Hulst will no longer be co-CEO of PlayStation. Hideki Nishino has been elevated to sole CEO of SIE. Hiroki Totoki will be the CEO of Sony. Hulst is staying on as head of PlayStation Studios and will continue to lead the development, publishing, and business operations of SIE first parties content. In addition to working with PlayStation Productions. So, wow. I mean, that was fast. I was just telling you guys on bullshitting. I think it was bullshitting the other day, right? It was either bullshitting the other day or maybe it was on Monday with Loke and Taye and Ashis and them. I was telling you, like, bro, like I don't know. Herman Hulst being the C. At first, I said, "Yo, I don't understand having two CEOs." Right? Good morning to you, Jagger Blaze. Thank you. You're the first brother to say something in the chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Welcome in and good morning. Sergeant Sentinel. Hey, it's good to see you. It's been a little while since I've seen you, brother. Hopefully everything's going good with you. I'm doing just fine. Just, getting the day started. Got the daughter off to school. Hanging out. Seeing the breaking news. I heard about it yesterday, but now I'm here to talk to you about it this morning. Me and Loke will be doing a show a little bit later, but I definitely figured I'd hop on Holla at y'all, see what's going on. Yeah, y'all make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Thank you so much, Sergeant Sentinel, for getting out here and saying what's up. He says, normally I'm not up this early. Makes sense. I used to not be up this early, and then I was just like, you know what? Usually I don't have to do anything until around noon, 1 o'clock. So yeah, so like I started, but like getting my daughter ready for school, I'd always just have nothing to do between that time period. So now I'm just like, might as well just get ready for the day, check out the stuff, because I'm already usually gaming anyways, and as of lately, I've been gaming a lot on this show in the mornings. So it's pretty dope. But yeah, I am now a morning person. It's hard for me to stay up late now. But anyways, he says, my wife takes the early shift during the week, so this is new to me. Word up. But this is nuts. I'm sure you've seen this. About Holst, he didn't get canned because he still works there. And whatnot, right? Like he's still the head of PlayStation Studios, which I'm sure some people are not like the biggest fan of, seeing that like, you get demoted, but you're still there. Are you really that good? Like, what's really going on? Should I be excited when I see you? Like it's kind of weird, right? It very much reminds you of like Shu, right? A little bit. It reminds you a little bit of what happened with Shuhei, right? Where he was the guy there, and then all of a sudden, he gets demoted, just demoted. It's not exactly the same situation, but you see what I'm saying. So here is the press release right here. It is from what is this? PR Newswire. It says right here. Get out of here. Confirm my choice. All right, so it says, new leadership at Sony Interactive Entertainment, San Mateo, California, in Tokyo, January 28th, 2025, which was yesterday. Sony Group Corporation and Sony Interactive Entertainment, SIE, the company behind PlayStation, today announced the appointment of Hideki Nishino to the role of president and CEO effective April 1st, 2025. This marks an evolution designed to maximize synergies across SIE that was announced in May 2024, in which Nishino was appointed CEO of the platform business group effective June 1st, 2024, alongside Herman Holst, who was appointed CEO of the studio business group. Holst will continue to serve as CEO of the studio business group and will report to Nishino. Now he's reporting to him directly. All right, so Sony Group Corporation and SIE also announced that effective April 1st, Hiroki Totoki, President, COO, and CFO of Sony Group Corporation, will step down from the SIE chairman position to become president and CEO of Sony Group Corporation, and that Lin Tao, currently serving as SVP Financial Corporate Development and Strategy for SIE, will step down for her position at SIE to become CFO of Sony Group Corporation. Her successor at SIE will be announced at a later time. It has been all right, the quote here is saying, it has been a pleasure working more closely with Herman and Nishino and gathering insight into the ever-changing, fast-paced world of Sony Interactive Entertainment. As we hand the baton to Nishino and the exceptional leadership team, I'm confident that SIE will reach new heights in the days ahead. After 30 years of delivering exceptional entertainment worldwide, this marks a new, exciting new chapter for SIE, highlighting its commitment to fostering creative and building meaningful connections for millions of players. I am delighted to welcome Lynn as my successor as CFO of SONY Group Corporation. Lynn has been instrumental to our success at SIE, leading the financial, corporate development, and strategy functions, and I look forward to working closely with her at SONY Group Corporation, said Hiroki Totoki, chairman and Sony's Interactive Entertainment president, COO, and CFO of SONY Group Corporation. Jeez Louise, I feel like I've said that same line like a million times. Anyways, it says Nishino began his career at Sony in 2000 and currently serves as CEO Platform Business Group SIE. As CEO of Platform Business Group, Nishino led technology, products, services, and platform experience, in addition to overseeing third-party publisher and developer relations and commercial operations, including sales and marketing of hardware services and peripheral. Prior to that role, he served as SVP Platform Experience Group. I am truly honored to take the helm at Sony Interactive Entertainment. I'm assuming this is what he's saying. Technology and creativity are two of our biggest strengths as we continue to focus on developing experiences that deliver entertainment for everyone. We will continue to grow the PlayStation community in ways such as IP expansion, while also delivering the best in technology innovation. I want to thank Herman for his expertise and leadership as he continues his role as CEO, Studio Business Group. I am deeply grateful for PlayStation community and their continued support, and I am very excited for what the future holds, said Hideki Nishino, CEO, Platform Business Group. Nishino will continue to serve as CEO of the Platform Business Group and as CEO of the Studio Business Group. Holst will continue to lead development, publishing, and business operations of SIE first-party content. He is also responsible for developing games across many devices, including PlayStation consoles and PCs, bringing video game IP to new mediums through PlayStation Productions. All right. There you go. There you have it. Good morning, those of you that just joined. Hello, Rachie. I see you in there. Thanks for sliding through. If you want to speak in the chat, if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you can speak in the chat, be part of the show. If you want to actually speak up and be part of the show, the description is in the link is in the description below. You can hit that, join the show, spit your game. If you have anything to say, come through, say it. Kick it for a little while if you want to. You don't have to, though. I'm just kicking it. I'm talking a little bit about my favorite hobby. So gaming it is, right? Gaming it is. So there's a little bit of news on SIE, and I find this kind of interesting, right? So there's a new leadership right here that happened. Sony's kind of taken a another weird different step from what they usually kind of been doing, right? So that was the breaking news about who's taking over what, right? But here's another piece to the puzzle, right? It says right here, from Genki, so, usually is on point, but, I always say take anybody that's kind of throwing out information with a grain of salt, but remember what they said so you're not surprised later on. But he says, or she says, Sony president Hiroki Totoki says he wants to go aggressive in improving margins by growing first party with multi-platform. In the past, we wanted to populate consoles and the first party titles. Main purpose was to make the console popular. It is true, but there is a synergy to it. So if you have strong first party content, not only with our consoles, but also other platforms like computers, first party can be grown with multi-platform, and that can help operating profits, profit to improve. So that is another one we want to be proactively working on. I personally think there are opportunities out there for improvement of margins. So I would like to go aggressive in improving our margin performance. Hiroki Totoki. He continues to say, from today's Sony earnings investor and Q&A, Sony also said they are reviewing measures for further improvement in profitability for their games segment. So I think we can expect some changes, such as more first-party games coming to PC and maybe at a faster rate than what it is at the moment, in my opinion. And then it says, no mention of day and date releases here, just talking about a way to improve margins along with making the PS5 cheaper to produce. It says investor Q&A video here, so let's see what's cracking. It's kind of interesting. All right. So all good 720. What's cracking? Good morning. Good to see you. Let me go on ahead and read some of these chats. Let me backtrack because I do like to read y'all's stuff that y'all say in the chat. I just like I don't know. I just like engaging with you guys. I appreciate y'all for sliding through, so I don't want to just leave you hanging when you're saying something in the chat. But sometimes I got to keep it moving. Anyways, let's see. Let me go back here. I'll go to when Ray Chief first joined. He said, good morning to Sergeant Sentinel. That's what's up. He says, so Xbox games going to PlayStation is actually saving the PlayStation 5 for the latter half of this generation. Yo, like Sergeant Sentinel, I mean, I don't disagree with you because they clearly stepped in some poop, right? Like, whether you like Sony or not, you can't deny that they stepped in some poop, right? And now they got to clean off their shoe, and it stinks. So in the meantime, they're not going to wear their shoes until the stank gets off, until they figure it out. They're going to borrow some shoes. Or they're gonna buy some shoes. You know, they're gonna pay. They're gonna pay for some new ones. I.e., pay somebody, for something they ain't got right now. So yeah, I mean, I find that pretty interesting. Sergeant Sentinel also says, yeah, I've been missing a lot of the regular podcasts for a while. Have 2 bulging discs in my lower spine that have made life hell for a while, so trying intensive physical therapy to avoid surgery. Might need spinal decompression in the next few months, but that's up to the doc and therapist to determine if it would help to fix the big problem I'm grappling with. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I hope you get that fixed up, man. I have had my fair share of back issues, and I'm actually still in the midst of going through some back situations between myself and, you know, prior employment. So I 100% get it. I 100% get it. I get it. Stanley Francois, good morning. Good to see you. Richie says creativity. So where is Japan studio? Interesting, right? Jax82 says this needed to happen. Money been wasted. Too many canceled projects. Change needed to happen. And I mean, that's where I'm kind of at, right? I was saying, and I started out this podcast today saying, I said it was either last Friday or this Monday. I was saying, like, yo, Herman Hulse has like he was excited to bring us Concord, you know, like him getting on front in front of the screen and talk like bro, I'm sorry, bro had no aura, right? Like I'm sorry. People love to measure people in aura now. Like when you see Phil hop on the screen, you're like pretty excited. When you see Doug Bowser hop on the screen, he's not even that much exciting of a person. But when you see that big of a name come out and be on the screen, you're like, oh, something's about to go down, right? When you seen Herman Hulse on the screen, it was like, man, I don't know. This dude looks like he needs a napkin. Bro looks like he needs a paper towel. He looks like he's sweating. He doesn't look like he knows what's going on. He looks like the guy that's that's probably really good in the background. But once he got on in front of the camera and started telling us what to expect and what to be excited about, I was like, I'm sorry. I'm not excited for whatever he's presenting. It just is what it is. And I know if they would have dropped some bangers, right, it wouldn't have mattered him being awkward and whatnot and presenting stuff because he got the job done. But the thing is, he looked awkward up there and he didn't get the job done, right? And he told everybody to be excited about something. So, I mean, he still has his job, so nothing horrible happened with him, right? But at the same time, he didn't win out the job between the two if he was looking, if he is fighting for it. Like, who knows? Maybe he wasn't even fighting for it. But I'm gonna assume if you are co-CEO with somebody else, y'all are kind of duking it out of some sorts, right? That's what I assume. If you feel like I'm wrong, you can come on up. The link is in the chat and in the description below. You can come through, spit your game, and talk your shit if you want to. Or else, I mean, that's what I'm just going to go on ahead and think. Anyways, let's go on ahead and hit play and see what's cracking. Oh, hell. We are not sitting. No, we're not. We are not sitting here for no hour and 10 minutes to do this.
Increased 11% year-on-year, mainly due to the impact of a further shift to higher-end services and price revisions. Hardware emphasis was still
Let's zoom through some of this.
We do not plan to release any of the burger that in advance released both significant increases. Revenue released for a certain period of time. During the quarter, the total streams of 5 of our holiday market has greatly expanded the revenue opportunities and asset value of use of catalogs. EMI Music Group are by 10% year, 2 billion.
It's a picture segment.
And the impact on profitability has not changed from the previous forecast. We got during the current mid-range 287.3 billion yen year-on-year to 311.6 increase.
I just want to see the game shit. Like, I don't care about none of that.
In questions and points to note, it's Tsutsumi-san. 2 questions. If this will how the flat their current
Man, why do they look like they in an
investment?
audition,
This investment largest of the will be game. Trying to improve the business. What is the relationship between the two? My second question has to do with Indian strategy. So I understand that your negotiations with Z for
What up, Faded Blaze?
merger wasn't successful.
Oh snap! We got Devil Shooter up in the house. What's cracking? You just sneak up in there. How you doing?
Hold on, my bad. I didn't mean to join. I just wanted to join the Discord.
Oh no. You good. You can still join the Discord. You can get up out of here if you want. It don't matter to me. I'm just kicking it. But I appreciate you for sliding through the Discord. Let me go on ahead and put the Discord join button in there as well, just for people like you that don't want to hop up in the chat to talk. But I mean, if you're trying to talk, you can talk.
I don't mind talking. I didn't mean to join though.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome. I mean, that's pretty cool that you're willing to chat, but you didn't mean to. That's
Yeah,
pretty dope.
I just wanted to join the Discord. I didn't know it was gonna put me in an actual chat.
That's what's up. That's what's up. How you doing? Good morning to you.
I'm doing good. I'm doing fine. I woke up to news that Mr. PC is not a threat is now in charge at Sony. We all know what that means.
To me, it means day and day is coming sooner.
Oh yeah.
That's all it means to me. It means that your strategy isn't the best. Get further back in the bus.
No, I will always debate that, because I firmly believe that Microsoft going to PC, it wasn't the start of the downfall. The start of the downfall was the E3 conference, but PC day and day definitely accelerated it, and Sony's heading down the same road. So,
I think so Sony definitely heading down this, and they're doing, and what I was trying to tell people, but nobody wants to listen because everybody's looking at Microsoft and what they're doing and too focused on thinking that they're gonna leave.
I think that.
But the one thing I've been telling people is, like, look at like the way that Sony's doing some of these moves. Like, so last generation, you would have never heard anybody say anything about Sony going and putting their games on the PC. Not only are they putting their games on the PC, but like they're getting their whole launcher and everything developed. They're trying to hurry up and get that stuff done. And then they randomly, which I don't even think Xbox did this, but then they just randomly just port a game over to Nintendo. Just port a game over to Nintendo, a first party game. Yep. Just port a game over there.
I want to say something about that. I see Damage Control saying about the Horizon. It's Lego's fault. It wasn't Lego's fault. If Nintendo were to want to make a Mario Lego game, I promise you it would not be on PlayStation. I promise you, it would be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. That line of Damage Control is bullshit. I believe that I wouldn't be surprised if every legacy title from PlayStation right now is being developed for Switch 2. At the very least, like early development. I firmly believe that.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't feel like that's a
Absolutely.
stretch?
No, why would it be? They already put Lego Horizons on Switch. That was a test bed.
What do you think could be the next title to come to Switch from like a PlayStation IP?
Oh, I have no clue. Maybe The Last of Us. They're pushing that pretty hard, or maybe an actual Horizon game. Maybe the first Horizon. I don't know. It's just something I believe in. I have no proof of it, but I do believe in that.
Good morning, Diego. He says MLB is not on Lame Pass. That's how he put it. I'm gonna tell you something real quick, Diego. Okay, I don't think anybody's tripping about that right now. We're looking at Avowed coming out I'm excited about that. The new Madden's about to drop on the Game Pass, as it does for every Super Bowl. I'm wondering about college football going over to Game Pass later on this year, and wondering if that happens, since, you know, EA plays part of that. So the whole MLB not coming, but the thing that sold crazy for Series S's and whatnot is coming. I mean, I don't know, man. That sounds pretty interesting to me. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I played some of the Negro League stuff in MLB, but after I was done with that, I was out of there. Like, I'm not a baseball fan like that, and I never really have been, except for like Slugfest, like games like that. Slugfest was fun. It is what it is. Like, it is what it is. It was there for a while. I tell you what, it's been in a subscription service longer than it's been in their own first party subscription service, which is crazy. Who knows? It might be in Game Pass a little bit later, maybe just not right at launch, to see who all buys it. You never know what's going to happen, bro. Like, y'all getting excited that's not there on launch, but you never know. It might be there in a couple months. But anyway, so I'm still gonna be. I'm gonna check this out because I'm still looking for.
I understand
the PlayStation segment in particular.
the Z merger, the negotiations, as has been announced. The negotiations are not progressing at the moment, but the strategy itself, India on a long-term basis, has a great growth potential. It's a very appealing market. Therefore, we will try to seek various opportunities, and if we can find another opportunity that would replace this type of plan, we will look into that, and we will also continue to look into organic growth in our strategy. The amount of money that was expected to be used for that merger, well, that investment isn't going to change capital allocation, or it will not change our behavior in our investment. So at the moment, we don't have any concrete plans.
Now we can move to the next question. Chiraoka-san from Newspeaks, you're next. Yes, my name is Hiraoka from Newspeaks, and I hope you can hear me. Yes, we can hear you very well. First question is...
Listen, yeah, yes, Diego Del Rio. I will be playing here in a little while. I will be playing some more. God, can I even get it in the damn screen? It's all tied up around my damn microphone. I will be playing some more Metal Gear. Yes, I will be playing some more Metal Gear Solid. I was playing a good amount of it yesterday. I beat Psycho Manus. He was trying to read my thoughts. I had to plug my controller into the second port and beat him and whatnot. That was foul. That was foul. That was the first time I've ever had to do that either. So, and I did it on the original play. It's pretty cool. And then after I was done fighting, it was like plug your controller back into into port 1. Loke was drooling. Loke was drooling because I'm playing this one, right? I'm playing the OG one. Loke was drooling though because he's a metal fear, maybe metal god fearing, but anyways, he's a huge Metal Gear fan, obviously, and he was like, "Oh man, you're playing with the blocky graphics and He's like on the original PlayStation with the old school controller, and oh my god, with the first disc, he's like, man, and he is talking about how turned on he was getting, and I was just like, bro, relax, like it's just a video game. Like relax, like it's cool. I understand, getting excited, but getting turned on, bro, like slow down. So yeah, I will be playing some Metal Gear Solid, the tactical espionage action game here in a little bit, on this very stream during this very show. I will just be doing that after I get done talking about some of the news. We're not going to sit here and watch this for an hour and 10 minutes, so I can tell you that right now. I'm just going to kind of skim through and see if I can find some information based on based on some of the recent news. But I see the Sly Crow asks if he can make a request, and it's just as much my show as it is y'all's show. So absolutely, if you want to make a request, throw it out there. Let a brother know what you're thinking, what you want to talk about, what you got to say. Throw it out there. But I'm going to go ahead and
about the gaming business.
Shit, I heard gaming business.
My name is Hiroka from Newspeaks, and I hope you can hear me. Yes, we can hear you very well. First question is about the gaming business. Over the last few years, you had shortages of smart chips. Semiconductor chip supply was the problem. But then the smartphone chip is becoming more difficult to produce additional value by miniaturizing it. In the past, if you wait for 2 or 3 more years, more advanced CTGTs can reduce the energy consumption with the much lower prices. You could do that, right? So the hardware itself, you can sell at 30,000 yen or so. You could take that strategy. But right now, 4, 5, or 3 nanometers, if you're trying to get those miniaturized semiconductor chips, it will become more expensive. So taking that strategy become more expensive, more complicated. But at the same time, you could expand on the network to have different ways to develop a GPU. Or do you think still we need to rely on hardware with the pricing so that you can widely sell them? Do you still not giving up that option? So that's my question. Second question is about cash flow. Several years ago, you had a 40.
Hey yo, Sly Crow, send me a DM to that in the Discord. Send me a DM to that in the Discord. If anybody wants to be part of the TSWS Gaming Discord, here is a link to that right here. You can hit that, join. I don't care what kind of fuckery you do in the Discord. Just make sure that you keep it respectful to other people. I don't want to see no porn or nothing like that anywhere, or else I'll kick your ass out. But other than that, y'all come through, kick it. I don't give a damn. Have a good time. But I don't want to see nothing crazy up in there that I gotta scrub and get in trouble for or whatnot. But I appreciate that. Thank you, Crow. I will get onto that here in just a moment. I want to hear what this brother is saying though.
4 billion yen in cash flow. But right now, operating cash flow, because of many reasons, is quite behind the plan compared with the plans. But operating cash flow will be like a driver where you would make investment. Therefore, would you become slightly hesitant to make less of an investment, or would you want to reduce inventory? There are other ways to increase cash, right? So do you think allocations of capital as big as previously is going to be possible? There are also financing. There are many different options to manage cash, right? So currently, can you talk a little more context about how do you see about use of cash and how much cash that you could generate and invest? Well, first question about your GNS. There's a structural issue, as you have pointed out. And you said it exactly right. PS5 today is using nano die that is on single digit. In the past, PS4, or let's say previous version, chip shrink benefit is very difficult to come by, unlike older generation. Therefore, cost reduction is very difficult, simply put, right? If I simplify the explanation. Now, our sales strategy, we used to have a steep discount, but we do not want to rely on that. We want to make sure our business is profitable, as well as we want to focus on user engagement together with the volume of sales of units. You need to still strike a nice balance between all those components. So generation from PS4 to 5, one of the biggest differences is that we shifted more focus on network service. That's one. And from PS4 to PS5, we can continue to hand over the consumer customers. So user engagement is something that we want to sustain so that we can sustain the level of MAU. That would be the most critical things in our business right now. Now, our plan for the hardware, that is like one is the commercial strategy that gets to do with the commercial strategy, and what would be the right pricing for customers. But whatever that might be, you cannot enjoy a game without client device in your hand. So in that sense, PS Portal would be one device that we just came up with as a kind of, that was an experiment, but we are getting some feedbacks. We are hoping to get more feedback, but we can get those feedback while customers using them so that our services and our network can mature, evolve by receiving those feedbacks. Now, the other question that you raised was on the cash flow. As you said it rightfully so, we had about 4 billion yen in cash flow in a several financial years ago. This year, operating cash flow is relatively lower, but working capital has actually have grown quite a bit. There's no major change, and I would say you just cut it off in 3 years. It may look like our operating income is lower, but inventory level can be reduced. We can collect account payable, and we can get the cash. So in a big sense, there's no major change, and I would say you can actually understand it like that. And if you look at the rating agencies, we do actually have
sales volume was larger than your forecast. What about other markets, North America, Europe, and domestic in Japan? What is the trend of the sales? A second question is that
Says from Yomiuri Shimbun. Sorry, this is a different question. This is about the Nikkei average, and I believe that it is the highest, record high. Thank you.
Man.
Since it's time, we'd like to conclude the Q&A session with the media.
You are showing how much inventory that you're expecting, but how much are you planning to shrink? Can you give any idea about how small the inventory level is going to be? Addendum 19 talks all about utilization, so maybe you can do that calculation about that. But can you also talk about how we should interpret it after Q1 next year? Okay, thank you very much for your question. INSS top line gradually.
All right, I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this. We're done. We're gonna go on ahead over to what the Sly Crow has threw into the chat for your boy.
Yesterday.
So
kind of
let me
content.
get that popping over here. Yeah, there we go.
Content. The one and only Snowbike Mike.
Hey man, I just want to say
Hosted
thank
the
you for
Xcast
letting me
before Tim
speak.
killed
I
it
didn't
against
mean to come in here. I'm gonna go ahead and get out here, man.
Okay,
it was
brother.
fun talking to you.
I appreciate you for joining the Discord. Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah.
And definitely join the show whenever you want if you have something to say.
Yeah, man, you were really nice, even though I accidentally came in here. So I'll see if I can pop in every now and again.
Absolutely, brother.
Before I end it, before I leave, I just want to say, PlayStation fans, start saving up for that PC.
Facts.
Start saving up for it now because tides are changing, and what you guys fought against for many years, myself included, I fought against it, but I saw the writing on the wall, so I started saving up for a PC a good while ago. Get ready, guys. It's happening. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for having me on, and I'll see if I can come on later. It was fun.
Definitely. Take it easy, brother.
Yeah, I'll still be watching the streams and making a comment every now and again, but yeah. See ya.
All right, peace. Oh man, yeah, I couldn't take any more of that, like that weird sitting in an all white room, looking like you're about to get casted for the next random show that probably shouldn't be talked about on YouTube. You know, like I don't know, like that was super duper dry and without chapters in it. Like it was just painful trying to like figure out what was going to be the next question and whatnot. But let's see what the Sly Crow was saying.
It's everybody's will. Came out here and talked about Phil Spencer, all the things he said in these interviews with Destin, with Paris, with Danny. And at the end of the segment, I go, awesome. And are you excited about the Xbox's future? And Mike went,
Can I say, when me and you were talking about the Phil Spencer stuff and Paris was in the call, that was the exact question I was going to ask Paris before he disappeared.
Yeah,
and
a cowardly move.
A cowardly move because he knew I was going to ask him. I was like, are you excited about Xbox's future? So I'm happy we have Mike to answer.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we asked that. We asked that to Mike, and he, they're like, whoa, that wasn't what we were expecting. That's not how we thought that was.
It sounded like someone let air out of a tire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then today for Jerica, when we were talking about Phil Spencer, Mike came out. I asked him again. He kind of dodged. He kind of got around it. Or this is the alpaca store.
That's the alpaca store. That's the shit. That's the type of shit they sell at the alpaca store.
Costco.
Why are we so low?
You know, Kevin's just adding it.
He's fixing it.
So you know.
Today he came out. I asked a similar thing, and Mike said, "I want to talk about that." We're doing at the end of the week. We have similar to how we did last week. We did what's the predictor, or talk about the rest of the PlayStation 5's life cycle. We're doing one of Xbox or whatever with Gary and Paris. But I feel like that's a different conversation than what we're having right now. Right now, we as a family, as a company, as a community, need to know what is Mike's beef with Xbox right now.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think this is kind of like a venting session, like get it out, because over the past couple of months, over the past year, Xbox has been in a different place. Xbox is moving.
Let me bring a little clarity to this. Not that long ago, I actually had Geek Life Mike on my channel talking about, his history with gaming and whatnot in whatever. So I just wanted to throw that out there before this starts because I feel like he's about to get mad. And I'm fine with that. But I needed to let y'all know that, hey, if y'all are thinking I'm going to absolutely shred this person apart for thinking a different way than me, no. I got some respect for Geek Life. Not geek. God damn it, for Mike on here, right? So just
different direction.
Keep that in mind.
And some of us are totally on board for that. We see the future of the business. We're happy for the business. We're happy with that. But also, there's players out there, maybe similar to myself, that have to make a decision. Have to kind of start looking at the future of where do I stand as an Xbox player or just a gamer itself. And I'm a little worried about where I am right now. And so, I want to start off by saying I am very happy and I'm impressed with the vision of what Xbox is doing business-wise.
Okay.
But as a player now, I've battled
Yes,
with this
I had
quest
him
for the past
on
couple of
last
months.
year.
Sounds like a breakup.
Am I invested still in this ecosystem where I should be buying the next generation of Xbox? Or with the moves that they've been making with their first-party titles, Andy, should I move on to buy just a PlayStation? I can only buy so many consoles because, as you know, my bank account is low.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can't just keep buying things. Or am I just a dedicated PC player? I also have to look at myself and say that. I have to look at myself and say, am I a dedicated PC player that gets the benefits of all the worlds because Xbox is going day and date? PlayStation is clearly showing their hand that they're going to start putting more and more first-party titles on PC. Is that the best place to play?
But PC is an Xbox.
But, exactly. But my problem is, Bless, is I have this worry that we're putting all these Xbox first-party titles over on PlayStation. Should I just be buying that console? Am I too deep into the Xbox world that I can't get out of this because I've spent thousands upon thousands of dollars in this?
Mike, if you would ask me 7 years ago, should I just buy a PlayStation? I would have said yes anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this has been a thing that's been going on for a while. Not Xbox putting their games out on other platforms, but like...
But it's bigger than that, Bless. Because this isn't just, do I go to the other ecosystem, which will eventually have my games? This is, will I forfeit my Xbox Live name? Am I going to have to become a DualSense user? Like, it's a culture change.
But is it sacrificing your Xbox Live name because of the PC? You're going to be still Snowbike Mike. You're going to still be using all the Xbox stuff over there, yeah?
But
a lot of the games come to Steam. And unless I'm using the Xbox app and using Game Pass, which sometimes doesn't provide enough value, am I still using that Xbox?
I mean, I do like how over the time.
Let's keep in mind. Let's keep this into perspective. Xbox did announce that they were going to make a new piece of hardware. He's specifically not happy because PlayStation is getting some of the software that they used to not get. So he's considering, whether he knows that they're getting every single bit of hardware at the exact same time, which we still don't know stuff about, like South of Midnight. Still waiting on Starfield, which we keep saying it's coming. Starting to become a little Final Fantasy-ish. Avowed, that's coming out this year. Indiana Jones, it would have came out if it wasn't for technical limitations. I don't know. To me, that just sounds very Series S-ish language right there. You know, oh, Baldur's Gate didn't come out for Series S because of technical issues. Well, now Indiana Jones isn't coming to PlayStation day and date because of some issues. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of the same stuff on both sides of the court. And I mean, PlayStation games are now going to PC, and they're going there at a faster rate than before. But the whole argument before to get the PlayStation was because you're just going to get Xbox games over on PlayStation. So why get an Xbox, but why get a PlayStation if you can just get the games on PC, but they don't come day and date on PC, but they don't come day and date yet on PlayStation either. Like you see what I'm saying? Like, the logic behind all of this is just, it's trying to follow it is insanity. So, okay.
It has become more and more clear, and they are doing I would say, a good job of just kind of being more and more transparent with it, where when all these talks were first happening, it was like, ooh, is there maybe going to be a game to come over here? Ooh, maybe. They're kind of hinting at some stuff. And then now it's just Phil Spencer being like, it's not smart for us to keep all of our games only on one console. That's not the move for us. That's not our future. So I like that it's out there more. And I do think that, yes, your PC will now become your Xbox. Your PC will be the place where you are playing these Xbox exclusives. And buying the hardware for you would just be like an extra thing to kind of have an extra piece of hardware somewhere around.
I'm also not sure how long PlayStation's going to let themselves see Xbox get as much money as they do. and not want or not look out the window and be like, man, they're making a lot of fucking money. And we're just kind of trying to figure out how to be a little bit better than the last, but we're nowhere near getting the same amount of money as them. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. And we're working hard too. I don't know. This is confusing. What's up, Yobi?
In case the PC
What's
version
up,
releases
Legendary
and
Yobi's up
is
here.
broken as shit, or
No, that never happens.
you know, yeah, for sure.
Please.
Yeah, it's a weird spot, but this is the future for you now, Mike.
Is the handheld enough?
Absolutely
Is
not.
the handheld the thing that keeps me in this going, I'm going to buy that?
Where's
right?
your Steam Deck?
Thank you.
Steam Decks
This
and all
is the
this other
problem.
stuff.
Absolutely not. You know, all characters and everything else aside, right? Like, I'm so excited for the Xbox handheld. By the time the Xbox handheld gets here, it will be lapped by whatever the next Steam Deck is, whatever the next ROG Ally is, whatever we were talking, or the things yesterday in the headlines and this, that, the other. And Paris came on and he was like, Xbox is going to go make an OS, Steam OS. So they're going to be all over these things. It's like, if I can get that experience on those handhelds already, why would I care about the Xbox handheld? It's too little too late, I think, by the time theoretically we'd get to it, because Phil says it's years away, right, in this Destin interview. Like, Xbox is making so many of the right moves, but they're not making the right moves to make you go, oh, I can't wait for the next Xbox. The next Xbox gets exciting again for somebody like me that wants it turnkey. I go, oh, the rumor was yesterday, again, not the rumor, I guess, but the prediction from Paris on the show was the next Xbox will also be able to have another operating system or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So if you're booting launchers for anything, Epic Games Store, Steam, whatever it's going to be on the Xbox, for me as somebody who just wants shit to work, that's exciting. That's really cool. But like, at that point, how good are the PCs going to be? We talked about this yesterday, right? Like, I'm traveling this weekend. I got review codes I need to go through. So our friends at Razer didn't send me one for advertising purposes. Just like, oh, I said, hey, can I get help? And they sent me the Blade 18 laptop out there, right? That thing is so fucking impressive. I was playing games on it at my desk yesterday, and like, you've all heard me bitch about the widescreen thing on Steam Deck. That's a very impressive machine. Point, like, I booted I'm waiting on codes. I booted up Starfield on it yesterday, and to sit there and be like, I know, ha ha ha. But like, to boot it as somebody who's put so many hours into Starfield and look at it and be like, God damn, look at the detail. Look at how good the Starfield looks on this fucking PC, this laptop. It's like, what is the point of having an Xbox Series X when this looks that great? It could do all the things you're talking about.
I think as long as things...
It's weird to hear that type of sentiment right there, where you're so excited that something can play something way better. And then you're like, man, why would I need something like an Xbox that's less powerful than this? Just to go back and then say, man, this is coming out for a PlayStation, something that's just as strong as the Xbox, if not less stronger, unless you get the $700 edition, and say, man, now we're talking. That doesn't make any sense, man. What I'm hearing him kind of say is, man, that was awesome to be able to boot something up how I wanted to, wherever I just wanted to. It was nice. I can just continue my progress. That was pretty cool. But let me go back and tell you why playing on this super closed ecosystem that is the PlayStation is good. Let me tell you why that's the choice. Why paying more to do that and more to keep up on games is a better choice. Let me tell you why that makes sense.
Things start to get more friendly with the Xbox Game Pass app and Steam. Once those we start to see a lot more integrations where it's not on Steam Deck right now. I have to kind of do some roundabout ways to get the Xbox Game Pass app to work on my thing. It's not the end of the world, but it's definitely not user friendly, and that's something I would recommend.
It's the point to me, right? This is my whole thing where I was asking you about it, like, and I'm like, until it's load the app and do the thing, I don't want to fuck with it. I'd rather ask about getting a laptop to travel with to make sure I have a better experience than what the deck would be when so many of our review codes are not optimized for Steam Deck.
That's where the ROG Ally would kind of come into place, or come into play, where the ROG Ally would work like a PC, where you could just open up the Game Pass PC app, or you can open up Steam and you have all your games there, and it's a more powerful piece of hardware, but a little bit less, I guess, streamlined, right?
That's my thing, is like, that's where I think an Xbox handheld comes in and gets really exciting to me, because I own a Steam Deck, just got an ROG Ally last week. I booted up, it boots right into Windows, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to watch some YouTube videos to figure out how to set up. I would love for this to boot up right into an OS as opposed to booting up right into, like, you know, get to those games or whatever. If it was just an Xbox handheld with calling the ROG Ally like the top of the line as far as what it brings, as far as I still lean toward, actually, I think I might prefer getting an Xbox handheld just because I'm getting the OS, I'm booting right into that most likely. And then also, I know that the Xbox games that are going to be supporting this ecosystem are going to be optimized for this thing. And I think that's exciting as somebody who I'm looking at the Xbox.
I don't know, man. It's so contradicting hearing, oh man, I don't see the point in getting the Xbox, and then, oh man, if they did this will be a reason, and it's like they're already talking about possibly doing that. I feel like we're just getting so far ahead of ourselves and expecting there not to be a reason for us to want to get into this, so we're done. People are getting bent out of shape. My boy Mike over here looks like he's in a midlife dilemma. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell these. Like my boy. Like, y'all, come on, man. We adults, relax. Think of an avenue, and take advantage of the avenue the best that you can. Y'all giving it everything you got for a corporation that is literally going to do what's best for them. I mean, what are we mad about right now? You're mad that Microsoft is doing the same thing that they've done with computers. The same thing Google wound up doing with phones. It's interesting.
You know, studios that they have, and I'm like, talk about the stuff, and I'm excited to this conversation. I've noticed Xbox as what they are marketing as Xbox. I don't view there being a next Xbox. I think there might be a new Xbox hardware or a new Microsoft hardware, but I don't think they're looking to sell 100 million units of the next Xbox, like, you know, whatever it is, right? Like, I think it is, hey, no, we are looking for a user base. So if Mike is playing on PC, we are happy with that, as long as he's playing Xbox. And I think that's the thing that matters way more. Is like,
so I'm sorry, Bless, but you said I don't see a new Xbox coming out, but I do see a new piece of hardware coming out. I'm sorry, bro. And I see what you're trying to say. You're trying to say, oh, it's just a piece of hardware, and it's like, doesn't the only thing that's like got people completely mind locked is the idea of exclusive games. But when we look at majority of the time, when we look at the numbers of top 20 games or top 50 or top 100 games, they're rarely ever exclusive games. So everybody's picking up these different pieces of hardware to play the same games. I mean, as I said, I think exclusives at a point is a good thing. And I think if you're trying to drive your specific brand over something else, then sure, exclusives are a good thing. But when somebody says, "Hey, I'm not doing that," and here's and there's other examples of it working for other people for them not doing that, then it's just like, okay, I'm a consumer at the end of the day. People are continuously asking, what is it good for me? Well, I mean, is Amazon good for you? Does your phone is your phone good for you? When you use your Samsung or Google or whatever the phone is, is that good for you? Because that is for the, unless you got an Apple, it's the same thing. You're using one company to use another company. And if you don't want to use one company to use another company, you can go straight to that company. I can go straight to Google phones and just use their stuff and have just their hardware. Oh my goodness. Ron Slusher says, breaking news, Last of Us Remastered Remake Plus just confirmed for PS6. Jeez Louise. All right. I don't know. I feel like it's Groundhog's Day of like the same podcast though, of people just speculating absolute disaster before we even know what's on. Like it's expecting to have just a horrible dinner and we haven't even had lunch yet. You don't even know what you're going to eat for dinner, but you're like, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. And then they're like, yo, you're getting a cook that you're familiar with. And you're like, oh, it's going to be terrible. Yo, that familiar cook has cooked up stuff that you've liked previously. I don't care. It's going to be terrible. It's just like, we just want to be negative to be negative. And I'm just like not buying it. I'm not buying it. I can't buy into all of the negativity. Like I want to see the truth. I want to see the proof. You show me the console. You show me the specs. You show me what it can do, and then I'll then I'll be like, yeah, no, or yeah, absolutely. But until then, since they already announced, hey, we're doing a new console, I want to see what it is first before I say I'm out of here. I'm not doing it. They already said in their interview with Destin, an interview with Gamertag Radio, that hey, we gotta make. We already know we have to make our hardware make sense. We have to make our hardware wantable by people. So if you say that, then all right. I just gotta take you for your word for it and move on. And just move on. Sitting here speculating for weeks, months, a year plus, saying, man, do I want to get the new Xbox that I know nothing about yet? Is the thing that I know nothing about worth it for me? You know, it's like having a 40 series card before knowing the 50 series even came out and saying, I have to get the 50 series card. I have to get the 50 series card. I have to get the 50 series card. Why? And then you come out and you see the specs on it and it's not much better, but it has a new technology on it. And it's like, okay, sure. I guess that's fine. But do you have to? No. You wait until the thing comes out, you weigh it out and see if it's worth it or not. Come to find out, the 50 series is marginally better than the 40 series. It's not like the 30 series versus the 40 series, essentially. That was a big jump. Now it could still come out and be different eventually, you know, but it's a lot of this is software based now compared to hardware based. So it's going to be really interesting for the graphics cards and stuff like that. But as for like I'm specifically talking about Xbox, and I think they're gonna do something fun with the console to make it sellable, to make it interesting enough for people to want to get, especially if they're putting games on the other platforms. Then yes, you have to do that. You have to walk the extra mile. You have to do that extra thing that's interesting for people to want to come over to your platform. Steam did it. Steam has failed repeatedly at trying to do new stuff. They had a big enough platform and people that wanted to play their stuff, and then they made a new piece of hardware called the Steam Deck, and look at that sucker right now. So I don't know. People are tripping before they even know what's going on. Just relax. We'll figure it out. We'll see if it's good, if it's bad. If the hardware comes out and it's bad, then I don't know. I might be right there with you saying I'm all set, but I doubt it. I'm probably going to be riding because that's where my library is. That's where a lot of my stuff is, and that's where a lot of my friends are, and that's where the best deals are. Like, just done. Like I said, I could afford to probably get a PlayStation, seeing that I'm saving enough money not having to purchase things that I don't even really care about. I'm seeing people buy Ninja Gaiden 2 Black and they're not playing it. They're just buying it because Xbox said that it says Xbox Game Studios on it. It says Microsoft published it, and you know it should be exclusive, but it's not. So I'm buying it, but I'm not playing it at all. So I mean, that's interesting. A2 in the chat says wishful thinking. They know PlayStation doesn't have the money to money hat or publish $400 million games anymore. They know once the casuals catch on to Game Pass, it's ball game. That's an interesting concept, A2, and I don't think you're insane for saying that. Because what do people do that are crazy rich, that are trying to get somewhere that a poor person is already at? Unfortunately. Whether you like it or not, think about it. Sometimes they'll just wait you out. I can hang out in this building longer than you. I can afford it. You real cool with all your friends at this hotel, but can you stay here for another week? Can you afford to stay here for another week? Because I'm booked for the next month. And eventually they like, oh, we tried to stay. We was good. Everybody in the whole building loved us. But yeah, we gotta go. So I mean that's my thought process on it. I still think Sony's gonna be around for a long time, and I think it's gonna be a bitter rival between Sony and Microsoft. They're gonna say that they're working together. They're gonna hate each other on the side. They're probably gonna work with each other. They're probably gonna say, you know, congratulations to each other. They ain't gonna like each other though. You know, it just is what it is. But I don't think either one of these companies are going anywhere.
Like, I'm excited about the ecosystem. I'm excited about getting an Xbox handheld. If we get to a place where Xbox has like the little streaming stick, like little Xbox Roku thing that costs $50, $100, like as long as we keep building on that, for me as a player, I'm like, yo, this sounds like the best case scenario.
Smoking Joe's 420 super chats. It says normies need an entry level priced console still, and that is still a real conversation. It's why the Xbox Series S is so successful, why they can't abandon it, and yeah, what you would hope the Xbox handheld would do if it was, here is a very cheap way to get in, and you can plug it into your screen, and it does this, and opens up that gateway to, we get you as a user. And then if you...
Yo, speaking of the streaming, right? Because they're talking about, streaming sticks, which we've heard enough about that. Honestly, just go get the Amazon stick or whatnot. Sly Crow in the chat talks about Meta Quest streaming on the headset's pretty dope. Yeah, I streamed it on my Meta Quest, wherever that thing is. Oh yeah, it's down there. So yeah, I've streamed on it. It worked pretty rough when I got it, but it was also still in beta when I was doing that. But as of recently, I did it on my Steam Deck. I got my Steam Deck all set up to be able to, because I do have the Windows OS on my Steam Deck via Tiny 11 on a SD card, right? But my actual SSD that's in my Steam Deck has the Steam OS on it. And whenever I'm using the Steam OS, and I want to play, games from Xbox, I use the cloud gaming through Windows Edge, and I have that working. And I played Stalker laying in bed last night, and it worked just fine. It worked perfectly fine the entire time, and it was nice. It was legit nice. But yeah, I do also have the Windows OS on there, and it was a pain in the ass to get on there, to be honest. Like, I highly recommend, if you're thinking about getting a Steam Deck, get it just for Steam. If you want to mess around with the other OSs, just know that you're making more trouble than it's worth. If you want a Windows OS, just buy a Windows handheld PC. Really. Just get an ROG Ally. Just go on ahead and get Lenovo Legion Go. Get whatever Acer has, whatever. The GPD for the win, whatever. Right? There are plenty of options, but like, if you know that you just rock with Steam, that's your thing. Steam Deck all the way. If you like Xbox, I highly recommend almost anything outside of a Steam Deck. I have my Steam Deck. I got my Steam Deck literally right before the ROG Ally came out. And yes, be nice. That Legion Go 2, it looks like a goddamn fever dream. Like, I really want that Legion Go 2, but the problem is this probably going to be like $1,200. Right? The Legion Go 2 is probably going to be a $1,200 handheld PC, but I mean, the specs that are on it are nasty. Right? I say that because the Legion Go, there's a lesser version that's like $900 right now, and then there's a lesser version of that's not 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's only 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's only $700, right? So that's just something to kind of look out for. Shout out to the 26 people that are watching. Please, you guys hit that like button. Share it out if you got a moment to. I'd really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're trying to get up there. I always have the goal up here is I always want 5 new subscribers right here. You see that right here? I got that right here. I'm shaking it over here on the screen. I'm shaking it. My goal is always 5 new subs. It just is. 5 is like my favorite number. So like I just picked it. There's nothing that happens after 5 new subs. It's just my favorite number. And maybe if we start to get some traction, maybe I'll start like doing, some giveaways or something like that. But like, I don't know. I'm not getting I'm not getting paid for any of this, and I don't want to go into a net mad negative for any of this stuff. So I want to make sure that I am supporting and whatnot and giving you guys a comfortable place to just relax, listen to some gaming stuff, opinions, some facts as well. I like to sit back and watch, some of what other content creators have to say and just kind of speak on it. Tomorrow, keep in mind, I have a developer that's coming through. Since I have all of you guys with me, before we continue on with this conversation that's right here, let me go on ahead and show you guys who I'm going to be speaking with tomorrow. Bro name is Indie Dev Joe, so he's right here. I'm gonna be having this guy with me on tomorrow's show. He has a pretty colorful history. It says right here, award-winning indie game marketing consultant, creator of Play Don't Scream, and Play Don't Play PT. Coming soon. But he is like if you guys probably heard of this game right here, Hypercharge Exchange or whatnot. He's one of the very small amount of devs that worked on this game. He's like the head marketing guy. But I say if you helped release a game, I just put y'all in the same box as devs. I'm sorry. I do that. Y'all might not like it, but I do that. But anyways, this game came out on Xbox. I think it was either last year or late the year prior, but I bought it. It's a fun game, but it is only made by 6 people, I believe. But I'm going to have him on. He has a pretty colorful history himself. Maybe I can show you guys some of the stuff that he's kind of had going on for himself. But he just had a kid recently. I know he's very proud about that. Man, what was there's a couple of videos that I wanted to post or I wanted to share. Highlights. I don't know. There was. I'll find them here momentarily and show those off because it was some interesting stuff that he went through. Maybe you know what? I doubt he posts all the freaking time. Yeah, right here. Perfect. So he's had a pretty wild history, right? Let me see this latest video right here. Actually, you know what? Let me go back further. I'm gonna go back further because he was really excited about the game coming over to Xbox, I believe. And I'm wondering if I can find that. Yes. Okay, I'm getting close to, yes, here it is, right here. So right here, he posted, Xbox players, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Over 50,000 copies sold in just 6 days, 600 plus reviews with a 4.6 out of 5-star rating, ranked 7th in the US top paid games chart for our indie game of for our indie team of 6. Achieving this is just surreal. So here is a video of him actually talking about it. You guys can see that, but I'll be having him come on the show tomorrow. I'm gonna text him here in a little bit just to give him a little reminder. But yeah, I'm really happy to have him come on. But here is one of the things that he was really proud of that I just feel like I should share to you guys. Since I'm having him come through tomorrow, I feel like you guys should get to know him a little bit before I have him come on if you don't know who he is already. But this is Indie Dev Joe.
Guys, we are ranked in the US on the Xbox store top paid charts. We're ranked number 7 in the US. and we're ranked number 6 in the UK, and this is just so unbelievable. I know I get emotional all the time, but this is really a big deal for us.
Yes, the toy game guy.
Just the hard work it's taken. The hard work it's taken to get to here, I cannot explain. And I know it may not seem like, and we're over 50,000 sales in 6 days, over 600 reviews, 4.6 out of 5-star rating. So it's not just also about the sales, it's about all the happy players as well. And this really is a dream come true. I think it's good to talk about it and show just how much we appreciate it, and that we are, we're developers, but we are humans behind the screen as well. So thank you to everybody who's played the game. I've not had much sleep as well, so it's why things are more emotional, but I just can't believe it. The whole team can't believe it, how far, when I sit back and think the journey, I need to write a whole blog about it, but the journey it's taken to get here, honestly, it's insane. So thank you to everybody. Just thank you so much to everybody.
All right, so I almost forgot I was muted. So, I mean, that to me was incredibly heartwarming, right? Like, that's some pretty cool stuff. They worked really hard to get their game out. A very small team of only 6 people to create a game for the world to try to, take advantage of, play, have a good time with, and whatnot. So shout out to him. I can't wait to speak with him tomorrow. But he also recently went through some pretty wild stuff. So check out this video right here. Bro, this one's a little bit longer of a video, and it has a hell of a... I mean, bro is good at... He's good at talking in front of a camera. But I tell you what, this is a wild story.
Hey guys, we have some talking to do. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Joe Henson, and we are Digital Cyber Cherries, an indie studio of just 5 developers. About 6 months ago, we launched our action figure game, Hypercharge Unboxed, onto Xbox, and it was met with an overwhelmingly positive reception. We sold over 100,000 copies in less than a month, and the game went viral even inside the Xbox headquarters, all the way up to Phil Spencer himself. So many of you had loved what we had created, and it was really a very surreal moment in our lives for such a small team. Everything was going great, all according to plan, and then quite quickly my life just pretty much turned upside down. Here's what's happened in the last 6 months, what we've been up to, and where I've been. Our kitchen, our hallway, the living room, essentially the whole ground floor was just gone. Everywhere had woodworm or wood rot that had accumulated and hidden over the course of many years, and we had no idea this had been happening. And what made this even more stressful and difficult is that my wife was very pregnant at that time, and she wasn't doing very well at all. So my biggest priority was working out, okay, you need to get out of this house and live somewhere else. So I'm just going to wrap up the video the best I can now, because it's just going to be too long, and just summarize some things. But talking about the pregnancy and moving on to the birth of our child, it wasn't a pleasant birth at all. During labour, his heart rate had gone very, very low, to the point where my wife was in extreme pain. She was on morphine, gas and air, and it wasn't really doing anything, and it was probably the most useless I've ever felt a man, as a person, just to be sat there and there's nothing I could do. She was choking on the gas and air, and her eyes were rolling to the back of the head. And then all of a sudden, our baby's heart rate just dropped. And before I know it, there was one doctor, two doctors, midwives, nurses, all in the room. It's really difficult to talk about. And then she didn't even sign a consent form because it was like a Cat 1, the highest emergency. So before I know it, she's just gone. And all that's going through my head at that time is the two people I love the most in the world. You know what's going to happen? So they brought me into theatre to follow them. And I was just shaking so much. They had to get the baby out quickly because of his heart rate. And they were going to put my wife to sleep, but they because they had to be really quick, they used spine blockers, but they couldn't get it right because she was in so much pain and moving that she had about 5 spine blockers, and by the time they'd gave her some drugs and other things, the numbing started to work, and then our baby's heart rate did start to go a bit higher, and then they could perform the emergency C-section, and from that point on, my wife was really out of it, but it all went really well, and we had a healthy baby boy. And it was really funny because the surgeon said when they got him out, he'd weed all over the surgeon. So to summarise this again and bring it to a closure, it's just been an extremely stressful 6 months. The most stress I've ever been in my life. My priority has been focusing on my family and getting our house back together. We're now back in the house. It's nearly all finished, and I'm just having to look after, obviously, my wife and my son, because my wife's still not. She's in a lot of pain still, and we haven't. While I was doing all this, the team have, you'd be happy to know, been working on a PlayStation 4 and 5 version of Hypercharge with cross-platform support. And we then want to bring out an update for the Nintendo Switch. Once all consoles are on the same level of updates, we will then want to bring out a brand new game mode with some other cool things, which I'll talk about at another time. But I do apologise for the delay. It's just I've been extremely stressed. And we're only 5 indie developers. We haven't just, abandoned the game and then left. Stuff has been going on in the background. It's just I haven't communicated that with you guys, and I do apologise. It's just my head has been in another place, and I hope you can all understand. And now that I'm back home, I'll be sure to keep you more up to date the best I can. So thank you for your support, everybody, and I'll speak to you soon.
Wow. So, I mean, isn't that an incredibly wild story? Like, you're just in the midst of all this success and you're excited and whatnot. And then your house is just like, it's got worm rot just all up in it. In the middle of you guys trying to fix your house, you just have complications having your kid. It's just, you're thinking you're celebrating. You think you just changed your life for the better. And like things are just like shooting to the moon, and then everything stops. Like that's some shit right there. That stinks. But he persevered, and they're outside again doing their stuff. Let's see, that was early at the beginning of this year, right? That was 7 p.m. on January 10th. And he has the opportunity, not he has the opportunity. I have the opportunity of having him on my show tomorrow. So just like 2 weeks after this, he's going to be sliding on to here to talk about, gaming, his game, it coming out on PS5, how it was doing on the Xbox, how, generous he is feeling about this whole situation. And I'm really excited to be able to have him come through. I am. And I really hope you guys can come through, show him the support, love, and, respect that I feel that he deserves. Right? So please be sure, come through, check us out tomorrow. I told him, let me double check the time that I told him to slide, because I think I'm going to be starting the show, but let's see. So let's see for tomorrow. Yeah, so he should be on about a half hour after I start the show tomorrow. So I usually start the show at 9:30 Eastern time, 8:30 Central, my time, the Lord's time. But anyways, yeah, so make sure you guys come through tomorrow, show him that love, show him that support, show me that love, show me that support. Come on, it's my channel. Please subscribe if you guys have enjoyed today's show, though. I've been flashing this up on the screen. Hopefully you guys have been noticing and taking notice to it and actually, helping your boy out. That's all I ask. I'm not asking you to pay for nothing. If you want to pay for something, you can become a member to the channel if you want to. It's only $2, but you don't have to. Really subbing to the channel makes me happy enough. But anyways, I mean, I'm kind of, I'm not sure if I can deal with any more bitching and moaning about the Xbox and what's happening with the future of it, and how I should feel sad that games are coming out on other platforms and not only the Xbox and yada yada.
Oh wait, these can look better on a PC or an Xbox, whatever. You invest that money on that hardware to still stay in the Xbox ecosystem.
Yeah, Bless, I'm with you with the games, right? I think there's a two-part conversation going on here. I'm all in on the games. I believe in the first-party studios. I like where they're going. Some games won't speak to me, but there are a lot of games that do, and I like the idea of Game Pass giving me those day and dates. But the issue is we're halfway through a console life cycle right now, and we are unclear of what is next. Is it a true console? Is it just a handheld? Will he look at me and just say, hey, we built a PC? It's like, well, I already have a PC. So I guess I'm looking at it now. It's like, am I making that jump of I'm going to commit to buying an Xbox console the next generation around? Or is this the time of, hey, I have alternate paths of my PC. They're going to start streaming on my TV. Do I believe in that? Am I moving away from that console? And I feel like right now, with the uncertainty of I don't see it in front of me yet, I don't know where I stand on buying the next. I can't say I'm confident in buying the next console.
But I think that's fine, though, right? Like, I don't think they care about you buying the next console.
But I'm worried because I keep investing in the platform, right? Like, is this time to be starting buying stuff in PlayStation? Should I be upgrading my Steam library and just buying on this?
I mean, you guys can obviously, like, Blessed over here hyping him up. He hyping him up, clearly. Like, I don't think you need to buy that, buddy. Don't worry about that. You don't need to get that. I think that's what Microsoft's saying. That's not what I'm saying. And I'm over here like, bro, that's what you saying right now. Because I don't remember Microsoft ever saying don't buy our console. I don't remember them ever saying don't buy our console. I just remember them saying, hey, we're putting games on other places so other people that buy other consoles that were never going to buy our console can buy it. They can buy the game, just like Call of Duty that they were buying right before we purchased them. They can keep doing that. They can keep buying that. So, I mean, at no point did Microsoft ever say, hey, don't buy our stuff. I don't think any business is coming out here and saying, don't buy our product. That's literally insane.
Steam instead of buying games on the Xbox proper platform.
That sounds like such an exciting problem to have as a player. Because, like, Mike, if you're telling me that, like your issue right now, right? Your beef is, oh man, am I gonna have to buy a PlayStation and play PlayStation and Xbox games? We're living in the best case scenario because that's the world I want to live in. If we can get Nintendo in that too, and I don't have to buy any other things, like that sounds like the dream.
Yeah, but I don't have that library built up, right? So like when I jump over to PlayStation, I don't have that library already pre-installed and built up. I've only had a couple of games still come over. So now when you're like, oh, Mike, we're having just a blast on Monster Hunter Worlds, and I'm like, I had that on Xbox, and it's like, okay, should I rebuy this again? I have a problem.
Well, we're going to be playing Wilds, right? And that's cross-platform, so you're fine.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm just bringing up those like older titles. All of a sudden, you jump on with your friends. And
you are such a different gamer than me. You have such a different experience than me. Does that happen a lot to you? And would you like, would that have, you're not like where I was at 13 where I'm trading all my stuff in.
Yeah.
If tomorrow I was like, hey, we're all playing that Aliens multiplayer game that we played for a while and enjoyed, I forget the name of it.
We go back to a fair amount of games.
Well, you still have your system to jump into, right?
But like it's on PC now is what I'm noticing. I'm moving towards PC a lot more.
But you still have your Xbox. You still have your thing there.
It's starting to collect dust. I'm worried.
Yeah,
I think
that's
the moment inside of me of like, I think it's a very big positive, like Bless brought up, of like now having those Xbox titles anywhere and this ecosystem built in of you can play anywhere. Now I am moving towards of like, well, I am just a PC gamer now, right? Like I'm not looking over towards that console because I have all of my experiences, all my friends list, everything there, where this could just be my new place to play.
So you don't see yourself sticking with the Xbox ecosystem, even on PC? Like you don't like Xbox app?
I rarely use the Xbox app. Only if I want to really take the benefits of Game Pass, then I would use the Xbox app. But I would say 99% of the time, the first click I always do on my PC is to Steam.
Yeah, I'm the same way, but opening it recently when I was downloading Ninja Gaiden 2, the sort of re-release on Game Pass. One thing I really love about the Xbox app, they got that time to beat. You could sort games by time to beat, which is really cool. We need more of that. And also the future of Xbox would be super bright if I could buy an Elite 2 fucking custom mod shop or whatever the hell thing without the little black handles. I'm tired of the grips.
Like the rubbers.
Get rid of the grips.
Like
the damn rubbers keep falling off, man.
Feels better without a rubber.
It does. Sure does.
I can't tell you how many times I've just torn through those controllers. My controller at home right now.
Bumper's always breaking.
They're going to say you tore through rubbers. I was like, Jesus Christ. You said it.
And so, yeah, that's the fun, exciting part of my world right now with Xbox changing and evolving. You kind of look at it as a player of like, where do I go, Bless? Should I be just jumping on a PlayStation console so I can get the best of both worlds? Should I stick on PC knowing that PlayStation games are coming over there as well? Xbox is there day and date. You can take advantage of the Xbox app, and I just kind of move away from the console. It's hard to believe that because since 13 years old, I've been buying the original Xbox and the Xbox 360.
Do you think we can get there
Xbox
with
One.
PC? Because I think I fully understand what you're talking about now, right? As far as like ecosystem and reasons to stay there.
Yeah.
Because I think I always viewed the solution to that is, well, your ecosystem is still on PC, right? But I think the Xbox experience isn't there yet to be like, this is my home on PC. I'm with you that as soon as I boot up my PC, for a video game, I'm automatically going to Steam.
Yeah.
And like Steam has such a chokehold on like the PC gaming experience that it's tough to think that like Xbox is going to be able to keep up as far as like giving me, I guess, a home in that way on PC. Yeah. Do you think what do you think it'll take for them to get there? Do you think they can get there to make Mike go, oh, I don't need an Xbox console. I have a PlayStation and I have my PC and Xbox. Like, I am an Xbox player on PC. I'm not even worrying about Steam at this point.
I think it's got to be the improvements to the Xbox PC app, which they've been doing. I got to give them credit for that, but it's not perfect. It still needs time.
I don't know. I feel like it's the same conversation that everybody's been having for the last year. And I can't even front. I cannot take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. On the Xbox app, that needs improvement. Like, if you don't see what Xbox is trying to do and you don't like it, then move on. But it's gonna be all that anybody talks about because they actually do care about it. And so they're gonna probably still buy it, even though they're saying that they won't. And they're gonna do it for test purposes. They're gonna. A lot of these people on these panels are gonna buy it for test purposes. There's no way they're not going to get what they. If somebody were to say, like let's just think that there's a possibility of the next Xbox just being flat out the last one, right? Think about it. You don't think people want to have the last console from Xbox? I think people want to just to see what they tried to do with the last thing. I don't think the next one's going to be the last one, but it depending on how the next GPUs come out and the price of, you know, the price of putting together a PC versus the benefits that come with it, you know, ray tracing and, you know, path tracing and yada yada yada, like all that stuff coming forward. Like, who knows? Who knows if they continue to? Who knows if there's going to be a PS7? Nobody knows that. So I'm just interested to see what happens going forward, really. But anyways, I'm done with this. This shit is, I'm hearing the same shit over and over. I feel like I'm on the Truman Show or something. Like, I don't know what is going on anymore. I think it's time to get into a game. I do think it's time for that. I tried to hit up Loke. So because he said he wanted to hop on to talk about Metal Gear and whatnot, but since he's not here, because I wanted to play it while he was kind of hanging around, but he's not around right now, so I don't want to like spoil his excitement, because I know he's excited whenever I hop on and play the damn thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play something else that's going to be coming out very soon. But before I even play that game, which I'm going to get it turned on and kicking right now, before I play that game, I want to show you guys a trailer of its newest edition that's going to be coming soon, right? Because there is a new edition that's coming out very soon of this game, and I'm not sure if I want it yet, but I know that I know that I need to give it a chance because I've heard really good things about it. I'm seeing if there needs to be any shader compilation stuff go on before. Oh my goodness. All right. It doesn't seem like it. So before I play that game, let me go on ahead and get this trailer going so you guys can check it out. So here we go.
Peggy 18.
Is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
Ordentes fortuna juvat!
What does that actually mean?
Fortune favors the brave.
All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Berghoff and ride back again. So I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
Hans, look at me.
For the love of God!
My boy,
War is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees
Good to see you. Good
than
to
the other
see
way
you.
around.
These days, we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws, and bandits roaming the country. I urge you all to be vigilant. You know who I am!
You can't kill me. You're the same as me. You play the game. But you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose.
I'm not like you.
Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
He'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Now! Are we seriously gonna wait? Cower in a corner?
It's like a soap
Are
opera.
we gonna drive them out in shame?
Like some kind of Game of Thrones. I don't know. I think the game looks hot. I've just never really got it.
Everyone I killed. Are you sure you didn't kill someone's father or mother? War is a nasty business.
All right, so it comes out February 4th. And I am about to hop on and give it a shot myself. So without any further ado, let me go ahead and pop. And I'm going ahead and switch to this. There we go. Cool, so now we're here playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. The news part of the show is over. Now we are here to play and have a good time. So I'm gonna shut off one of these lights that are blasting me in the face. Get it. So just to give you a little oversight on how much I played of this game, I played like 25 minutes max. I've only seen the part where after never mind, like pretty much the very beginning of the game. Like I don't know what happened after you leave the gates. Like that's as far as I got was like the gates. It's a beautiful looking game. I'll tell you that much.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
husband. How goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself as well.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
See what it is.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
I was sweating in the forge all day yesterday, and then I was helping Fritz and Matthew with some errands. So I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
No, it's just... Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow, anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Yeah, Rachie.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I'm probably going to make some really bad choices, y'all. I'm expecting to make some bad choices. Where the homies?
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Oh, not this again.
Let's not talk about that.
Leave it lie, Mother. Can I get something to eat?
Yeah, hook me up with some food.
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
She need help. I ain't doing this
You're a
all the
good
time.
lad.
We
But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Okay, good. You don't need none. Let me get it back. All right, so first thing that we need to do is I need to make this a borderless window or something like that. If that's possible. What is that? Okay, there we go. Borderless. Great. Thank you. Perfect. Sure. Yeah, HD textures. Are you? What is this? What's ultra high gonna look like? Let's see. It's experimental. Oh boy. This might not be good. This might not be good. I wonder how this is gonna run. I'm getting 80 FPS right now, it says. Let's see. We ain't gonna mess. Oh wait. Turn off motion blur. Motion blur though. Yes. Let me see. Am I able to leave the screen? Yes, I can. Okay. Thank you. Awesome. Let me see. What was I trying to do over here? Now that I got over here, I don't even remember what I was trying to do. Shoot. Oh, yeah. I wanted to make my picture a little smaller so you guys could better see the screen. Maybe bring this down a hair because you don't need to see all that's above me. And maybe widen it out. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. All right, let's get back to the game. If it runs correctly. I don't know if this is going to run right. Woo, I'm getting about 60 FPS. I just need to turn it to controls. I need invert. Look axis. Yeah, there we go. And we can confirm that. Yes, save changes. All right, let's go. Ooh. I don't know how this is going to work, y'all. This might not be good. It seems to be running all right now. All right, there it is. Now it's taking. That's right. Wow, wow. Now we're taking. Yeah, we're gonna go from ultra high just to high. Yeah, very high. Let's see what that does. Hopefully that's better. It's a little better, yeah. Keep hitting the wrong buttons to try to move. So this is the last thing I remember is this, right?
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
I think this is this the dude? No, that's not him. Crap, I think it was. Alright, so I'm gonna assume I'm that. Go to the sword fighting lesson.
Can you not see I'm busy with Master Fafa here?
Where the hell? Who's the sword fighting guy? I forgot I don't need to do that. Running. You hold B to run, yes, but like like when you hold B to run, you can then turn with the left stick. I actually like it. You see the way I turn right there?
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Sometimes you need powers of persuasion to achieve your goals and talking to people what kind of impression you want. Okay.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time.
And this game looks nice.
Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzik's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Dang, talking to her like that, disrespect. Disrespecting. Alright, sorry I had to get my shit fixed. It's in right. All right. Watch where you sticking that thing, Pop. Relax. All right, so let's go see what it is. Going around town. Oh, no. I don't want to talk to them yet. So up on the D-pad. All right, let's see what it is now.
Good day. How are you? God be with you.
Hey, Pip. Do you want to look? Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
Oh, it was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. But the world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Hell yeah, let's go.
All right, I wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Time to go whoop his ass, right? Get your ass moving. Sucker. Catch these hands.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Fine. Not bad. Fine. Good. Good. Once again, the point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Nice. Very good. Very good. Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Good. Not bad. Again. Good. Once again.
He didn't want no smoke.
Right. That's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember, though,
There you are.
train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Alright, we're out of here. Alright, what's next? I'm gonna go buy an ale from the tavern, buddy.
How are you, Henry?
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitor.
Now even the Pope
God be with you, Henry.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? Nowadays, not even the
What
devil
is this
himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are
Remember,
on
hit that
his
like
side.
button, you guys, if you haven't already.
To hell with
Appreciate
Rosenberg
y'all.
and his cabal.
Thanks for sticking with me.
Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot.
That seems right.
But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson.
I mean, I like the
Doesn't
way
he,
they
Fritz?
look, but like,
Too Matthew.
why is it so much worse
give him
than
a
that?
proper hiding. Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some chairs will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
Oh, God damn it, my stomach hurts.
Hell yeah, let's do some fucking hood rat shit. Oh shit, did my controller disconnect? Looks like it. That's pretty neat.
Oh well. Father can wait a while.
My words exactly. I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
Now the frame rate's like that. It was perfect right there. That was nuts. All right, so now what are we doing? So go with your friends to okay. I'll do that after I get that. Let me go collect this debt. Right? Am I going the right way? Actually, no. Let me go do this hood rat shit.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
I could do it.
Bad frame rate again. What the fuck?
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory.
Oh,
Nearly.
shit.
Now that
Balls
would be
let's
sweet.
go.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo!
Eat shit, doshes.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Horse sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbyszek? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fuck her! I'll make you pay for that.
Oh shit, bitch.
Shit!
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Zbyszek, what are you doing? We don't have to run. We're on the right.
Ah, yes. Sorry. It's just
Good
that
day, Henry.
never happened to me before.
I'm out. Oh shit, let's get out of here. Oh no, he's so behind. Go. Get away from this asshole. Oh, I got away from him.
I don't need anything.
Damn. I almost stuck around and got caught. Alright, we're going to sea now.
Here's your chance.
And to collect that debt.
What the? God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Look, I know things.
I'm gonna try to be nice one more time.
The wife ran off. Booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Bye.
He's finna whoop my ass, probably.
Oh!
Oh, ow.
Ha ha! Shit. Ow!
Huh?
Take that!
Oh, okay, okay. That's
You
how
had
it is.
coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
I got you.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
We've sorted out Deutsch. Now I've got someone else to deal with.
Another beating? Count me in.
Kunesh owes money to my father, but he won't pay. I'll have to shake it out of him.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
How are you, Henry?
Henry's come to see us.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? Do you want me to take a whip to you or call a catchpole?
Just try it, you old drunk. You're dead.
Come on, y'all, what y'all doing?
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You
Really
understand?
leave me like that. Come on now. up in your house. I'm eating your food. I'm taking your stuff. It didn't have to be like this. Could have just gave me what I want. You know?
Watch out!
Could have gave me what I want. Could have gave me what I wanted. You had to make it hard. Alright, we can go get this stuff from the market.
Welcome, Henry. Good God. You look terrible. Did someone attack you? Good luck, then.
I think it was 10 that I needed. Oh man. I don't know if I have any money. Let's see. How much is this worth? How many do I have though? Oof, that wasn't good enough. That's not good enough either. Let's see. All right, so then I guess the next thing I'll do is get the ale from the tavern. Or actually, no. Let me go talk to these guards. They might have something to give me. I'm gonna be hot. If I talk to these motherfuckers and it forwards me to the next part, I'm gonna be kind of pissed.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Go back to the crib and get patched up. 'Cause I'm rough. oil so I can get this charcoal. Sweet. Alright. Let's go holler at the mama.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that.
Man, that guy is tripping.
There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Alright. Now we just need to get... It's the ale and what else? Okay, I'll get the charcoal, then get the ale, and we are done with this area. And I'm probably going to save it, or we're going to watch the cutscene down and save it. Go a little bit
Henry,
further and then probably call it.
God be with you.
Alright, so... Alright, I got that. Got shit back. There we go.
Let's talk about the price.
Why not?
Here you are, with a little top-up.
My word, thank you kindly.
I don't know if I get that right or wrong, but I don't. Let's see.
Here.
What up, girl? What up, girl? Acknowledge. 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 Holla, holla, holla. Holla, holla, holla. Acknowledge. 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 Acknowledge.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vaniak?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now, what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Yeah, you damn right. All right, I think that's it. All right. Let's talk to Papa.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well
I think I
done.
might go pick up some beer for myself today. That sounds pretty good.
Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologize to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Jeez,
Good.
Settle down, Rick.
And we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Man, this game looks really good for...
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip.
For as long as it's been out now compared to what's came out since, you know? I mean, if we're comparing and
I'll
contrasting.
heat it up, and when I take it out, you
Budgets
slip the
and
grip on so it
whatnot.
fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
Amazing.
Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, are you all right?
This is interesting. This is not how it went down when I played it on my playthrough. And it was just the beginning. So this is weird.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Henry, what are you waiting for? Bring those nails.
Okay, yeah, I did do this one. I remember that now.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
I did do that part. Never mind.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
Fucking
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
All right.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Clam. They're coming.
I wonder if I can still do that with mine. I got one of these.
Listen to me. Listen carefully. Take your sword, go into the house, grab anything else important from the trunk, go to the castle. Hurry.
Yep.
What about
I
you?
can still do it.
I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the
Get
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah!
Get through the gates!
Right after being told it didn't matter.
Hurry, Henry! There's nothing you can do! Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Something ain't right.
Hicks! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast! Ah!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
The horse riding is pretty nice. Oh shit. Damn. Damn, as soon as I get on the damn horse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, these people are terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is pretty damn
Left.
dope.
Yeah.
Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Flee!
This is pretty tough. Oh shit! Scratched my nose for a second. I'm about drove off the cliff.
Run for it!
Yeah.
Flee! To Talmberg!
Yeah.
Warn the others! They've tore at Skalitz!
Dude, this is awesome. This is great.
Odsedzie, mego lechce
Like no cat. Oh no.
Run for it!
Oh no. I didn't realize I was getting chased.
Yeah.
This shit is pretty hot.
Oh my God! Wait!
Jesus Christ!
Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hanyo! Who's in there? They're turning tail! Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground, slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
That's a nice guy.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Sweet.
Have you looked into that matter of the boundary?
I have, sir. And it seems that there's probably...
Oi!
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who used to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great one.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is
These
overwhelmed by
folks are
your
nice.
generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
How do I use the item now?
I hear you came from Scotland's today. Must have been terrible there. How did it happen?
There we go. Food. I'm Good to go. Let's go. Yeah, where the hell did I go?
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Alright, these are hard to lock pick. Yeah, I don't have a lock pick though. Alright. Well, I just successfully robbed it. They don't need to know that. Oh, that's just a big circle. Okay. Go ahead and close that down.
Gah!
Hey.
Someone there.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
I'm sorry, my lady, but I can't talk about it. Not yet. Everyone close to me died there.
I'm sorry about what befell you.
Thank you, my lady.
I hope at least Radzik and those who managed to take cover are still all right.
So do I.
The worst thing is not being able to do anything to help them. No one can do anything against such an army. The king is in captivity, and the nobility at each other's throats. What is to become of us?
God alone knows.
True, lad. God alone knows. I should go. It's late. You must be tired. Good night.
Good night, Mum.
Yeah, I agree. Henry needs a bath pad. I still got the blood on me from when that one dude whooped my ass.
Move it, people! Come on! We're running out of time!
It's so weird that some cutscenes are like 20 FPS, and now I'm getting this cutscene at 160
Get close
FPS.
to this! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
I'm not sure if I removed these things. That's a good thing to bring up. Double check. Nope, V-Sync's on. That's why. Thank you. Oh, man, that looks amazing. That looks great. All right, so where the hell am I going?
I didn't think of that.
Prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
that's a lot better.
Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times.
Man, this shit is impressive. Like, I can't believe I went so long without ever playing this game. This is nice.
Mad, tonight we'll have triple.
All right, well, I'm gonna save it right here and quit. It was a blast being able to kick it with you guys. As usual, play more games. You know, doesn't get much better for me. I love this stuff. Ugh. But thanks, you guys, for coming through on another stream with me, Ham Solo. Hopefully we hit our target. I didn't see how many subs we got, if we even got any extra. But whatever. It is what it is. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Make sure to check us out tomorrow. We will be streaming with, like I said, a developer will be joining tomorrow. Should be around 10 o'clock Eastern when they join. But I'll be started at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. Be safe. And as I always say, keep it gaming or keep it moving. Peace out, y'all. Oh, yeah, and I guess I'll see you later on today with Loke. Forgot all about that. Jesus.
They said we said we said you heard.